How is India poised today when it comes to artificial intelligence?
Oh, it's so well poised.
Marketers have the question of, is AI one going to replace me? Two, how do I get started?
Yep.
Third is how expensive it is to get started then.
The first question you asked is around marketers and will artificial intelligence replace their jobs? And the answer to that is it'll make their job an awful lot more efficient and be a great assistant to their job. Will it replace it entirely? Absolutely not. So if you look at it, I think they're predicting it's around 30% more efficient that a person can be if you've got artificial intelligence plus a human working together. And that means there's 30% more time to be doing more in your role that you actually want to be doing, that you should be doing,
That's right.
in areas that you can focus on. The second part of it is how do you get started? And this is a really important question. We get asked this all the time. So you kind of start to kind of narrow it down based on the earliest results that you can get, a quick win that you can sell into the business, and something that's really going to work for the customer.
Right.
Okay, and then the last part of your question is it expensive? But I think the idea now, it has been kind of productised. So if you kind of pinpoint an area and said, oh, I've really got a challenge in customer experience, then there are providers out there that can help you to kind of fill that gap cheaply, get something up and running so you can prove the point, and then so
invest further once you have proof in the pudding.
Exactly right, exactly right.
How is India poised today when it comes to artificial intelligence?
Oh, it's so well poised. There's a report that was written by one of our divisions within IBM, and it particularly kind of pinpointed India. And part of it is around having such a large workforce. And if you can get efficiency out of a workforce, that's fantastic. We've got a very young population who are tech savvy. There is a serious culture of entrepreneurism and wanting to kind of bring in new technologies and embrace them. The government's investing in this area as well.
Yes.
So you've kind of got all the parts there, and the report was very clear saying that India is poised to be a leader in this space.
Superb. How do you achieve a work-life balance?
So I find it works really well to make that conscious effort for a cut-off between being always on at work and actually being able to switch off at the weekend. But the benefit has been actually at the weekend, then you get the spark of ideas and the innovation that comes through, because you're not down in the weeds of working all the time. You're actually going to lift yourself out of it, give yourself a bit of headspace, and you find that sometimes that's when the ideas flow. So you get back to work, and even though you haven't worked at the weekend, there's things that you've thought about that you can apply on Monday, which will make a difference to the kind of work week moving forward.
Why don't we see more women in the sector?
I don't think it's a sector that many women are attracted towards. I think it's got a perception about it that technology is about people that love computing or that sort of thing. And I think we just need to do a better role of marketing ourselves as to what it does provide to. It doesn't matter if it's men, women, whoever. It's what does a technology role now involve, and do a better job of marketing that to attract kind of more diversity into the sector. My message for women leaders, or women aspiring to be leaders, is we have to have faith in ourselves that we can do the role that is given to us. It's about kind of putting that seed of doubt away, and actually just taking that step forward and trying something without having to kind of step back because you think you can't do it. And there's been a number of times in my career where I've been given a job, a CEO role, and at the time you go, goodness me, can I actually do that? But you can do it. It's just kind of putting one foot in front of the other. It's just having the faith that you can. So I think it's putting ourselves forward, doing a better job of having faith in ourselves, and marketing ourselves better as the right person for that job.